is. Right, let's turn our attention to Manchester United now. Bruno Fernandes has been in red-hot form, hasn't he, for the club over the last few weeks. Could he be in with a shout of being named the Premier League's Player of the Year? Well, head coach Michael Carrick certainly seems to think so.
I think he's had a fantastic season, I have to say. It's not so much who I would vote for, but we're delighted that he's playing the way he is and having the impact that he is for us, and he's proven to be right up there in end conversations. I'd love to see him obviously take the award, you know, and it says a lot about what's going on at this club and how the team's playing as well as how well Bruno's playing. So we'll have to see how that pans out, but really pleased with everything that he's doing at the moment.
16 assists and counting for Bruno Fernandes. Should he be the Premier League Player of the Year? What do you think? His assists have won the most points for a side in a Premier League season. His 16 so far have led to 18 points being won as Michael Carrick's side have surged up the table. Fernandes there just ahead of Darren Anderton, whose assists won 17 points for Spurs in 1994-95. Fernandes has now overtaken David Beckham in providing the most assists for Manchester United in a single season. That record has stood for 25 years. So let's compare the two. Now, if he stays fit, Fernandes will overtake Beckham for appearances next season. It's Fernandes who has scored more goals, but it is a higher proportion, actually, of goals on his right foot. I always think of David Beckham's being very right-footed, but actually Fernandes has the higher share of goals scored with his right foot. It's the former England captain who leads on direct free-kick goals. And Fernandes now, at the moment anyway, on assists-wise, Beckham is there on 80 and Fernandes is there on 67, just 13 behind. It's very similar minutes per goal involvement as well. So the question is, who is the better player? Who was the better player? Who would you rather have, Fernandes or Beckham?
Yeah, and that's the question that I'm going to put to Jodie right now. Who would you rather have in your team then?
I thought Bex was the top player, but I'm picking Bruno Fernandes.
Really?
I think he's an outrageous footballer. I think since the moment he's come in at Man United, I think it was under Ollie, wasn't it? Is it in January? He's just never had a bad spell for me.
Yeah.
Apart from obviously under Ruben Amorim, where he was playing deeper, even though he wasn't playing as well as he is now, he was still Man United's best player.
Yes.
But when you're seeing that Michael's put him back into the position that he's revels in, he's certainly one of the best number 10s in world football. And he's an outrageous footballer. I just think he's one of those. I think he got a little bit of stick at one little period where people thought that he was chucking his arms about and maybe sort of body language wasn't great. But I just like the fact that he's demanding of his teammates. He's demanding of himself, and yeah, he's certainly in with a shout for Player of the Year.
Do you think? I was going to say, I mean, he's got some stiff competition, but you think...
Yeah, I do. I think if Man United continue winning between now and the end of the season, I think he'll be pivotal. I mean, that pass to Cunha is just absolutely outrageous. He sees some passes that us watching the game at home on telly don't see. And yeah, as I said, I just think there's an element where you can maybe say that he would give the ball away a little bit too much, where he's looking for the final killer pass. But when you've got someone that, when he's not even playing well in a game, he pops up with a goal or pops up with an outrageous pass and an assist, and they're invaluable to your team. Like, as I said, I think he's a world-class player and he's brilliant to watch.
Yeah, he is good to watch. He's on 16 assists, as you mentioned. Do you think he could go on to break that Premier League record? Is Kevin De Bruyne's and Thierry Henry's at 20, isn't it, at the moment?
I mean, he certainly could, because, what is it, 7 or 8 games left now?
Yeah.
He's certainly, the rate in which he's producing at the moment, you'd like to think so. And another thing that I think goes under the radar with Bruno is the fact that he's always available, hardly ever injured, always available for his team. He's certainly got a chance of breaking that record, and I wasn't sure that would ever be broken with Thierry and Kevin De Bruyne, but the fact that we're talking about it maybe being broken shows and testament to how well he's playing.
Yeah, it's interesting to note that all Thierry Henry's were all in open play, so whether that's, might ever be broken.
That would get an edge, I think.
It does get an edge, doesn't it? I mean, he was not bad, was he? His contract expires at the end of next season. Is there any way that United can actually afford to let him go?
No chance.
No.
No chance. I see Nicky Butt talking about it, I think it was yesterday, where he was just like, you've got to give him whatever he wants. And I agree with it, because, listen, he's obviously got opportunities to go I'm sure, multiple places. I know there was talk about maybe him going out to Saudi, but I think when you're playing at the level that he's playing at, I'd like to see him stick around in Europe. Now, whether that means that he's going to be at Man United or not is another question. But if you're in charge of that football club, you need to chuck everything you've got at trying to keep him there.
And in terms of, you know, what you get judged on at the end of your career, it is, unfortunately, your legacy is the trophies, isn't it? It's all about the trophies. So, you know, he's I think won 2 so far at United. How do you think that he will be remembered for more than just 2 trophies?
Yeah, well, I think that's one of the things that will come into the conversation about whether he stays or not. If he doesn't feel that Man United are progressing towards challenging for Premier Leagues, then I don't think that he sticks around. Whether that means that you'd be like a Real Madrid or a Barcelona, because I think he literally can pick wherever he goes. Yeah, I think that's what he'd be looking for. I don't think the money is motivation. I think he's turned down moves to Saudi. I think his motivation will be, where can I go and challenge for big honours, because a player like that needs to have that in their repertoire or in their CV. Like you said, Vicky, at the end of his career, that's what you want to look back on.
Yeah, certainly would. OK, we will go to...
That's the scary thing.
I'll tell you what, let's talk about someone who's almost twice his age, who's definitely ready, Bruno Fernandes, because he's been outstanding for Man United with his assists. He's had the most assists in the season by a Man United player, and these are just some of them. They are top quality. Owen, what do you think of this guy?
I mean, that pass alone is just silly.
Where would they be without him?
Well,
seriously.
And when you
stayed up
I said that to him last year before the Europa League final. I said, honestly, where would they be without you? It's hard to believe he was actually playing defensive midfield this season. The weight of these passes, everything is just perfect. The only question is he going to be the Premier League Player of the Year?
I mean, do you think that's got to come from an Arsenal? If Arsenal win the league?
I think right now it's Gabriel or it's Bruno at the moment.
Really?
I know we've got 8 games left.
This weight of pass from Bruno. I mean, it's in his path. He doesn't have to break stride.
No, I mean, it just gets better. I mean,
the little dummy there.
This was they just conceded, and then he puts his on the plate for Sesko. Great finish from Sesko. But I mean, he's just come up another level.
He's overtaken Beckham for assists, hasn't he, for Man United in the season?
Absolutely.
That was a Beckham-like cross, wasn't it?
And this weekend for Cunha.
Oh, this one. I mean, he sees it. He's playing chess with people. He's 2 steps ahead.
That's brilliant.
Absolutely amazing pass. And that's the most amazing thing, to actually see it and then execute it, the weight of it. I mean, and I think now that they realise that's our goal scorers. You know, Burma, Cunha, and Bruno can play those passes, and now he's got runners with Sesko.
Yeah.
It's almost the perfect combination.
It's a perfect combination. And look at this, most Man United assists.
There you go.
Bruno Fernandes, 16. I mean, how many of those did you play with?
All of them except Bruno. Obviously, David Beckham with England. Nani on his day was a special player. Antonio Valencia really he was kind of winger right back.
Yeah.
Brilliant lad.
Low crosses, wasn't it? A lot of low crosses.
Brilliant player. But the cool thing is about these credits, they all have their own different style. Bex was more of a crosser. Bruno was a proper old school 10. Whereas those other guys were proper wingers. Bruno is he just sees the picture like Scholes quicker.
Yeah.
And if you make runs for him, he'll find you.
He'll find you. It's that good.